Welcome back to Arma 3. Welcome back to Arma Antistasi. And welcome to the community run. For my 500 sub special, I made a little trailer where I announced my new idea. And it's about to start soon. We will take over Altis, the lovely island on this map over there. And now we have to decide where to start. Since I cannot tell if there will be a lot of people in the stream, especially from the beginning, I need to have like a starting point, some tactics in the beginning. And I thought I'd make a video to let you guys tell me your decisions in the comments. So when I start in a few days, I will have some ideas how to start it. This is Pedros, this is our chief. We can pick some missions from him or request missions, assassination missions where we have to take out targets. And I think if we fail, they will send a squad, special forces, to get Pedros. If Pedros dies, we lose the money, the iron money. We're from the iron services, fighting against the occupants on the island of Altis, the CSAT, and the invaders, the NATO, which will fight both of us, the CSAT and the Ion. As you see, I already spent some money. I roamed around the map a bit. So I got some money and spent some money. I have some human resources for the beginning. And we're on war level 1. Of course. So yeah, back to the missions. The assassination mission I already explained what I know. Then we can have convoy ambushes. There are several different convoys, like ammo convoys, fuel convoys, prisoner convoys, armed convoys, and they will roam around the map. I placed myself over here. That's not the starting point. We will come to that later. Convoys mostly start from an outpost or an airbase and deliver the goods to another outpost or resources point. They follow the roads, so you can try to intercept them on the road. Sometimes it's a bit hard to tell if which road they take. But yeah, that's one of the missions. Then we have destroy missions. I think you can destroy radio towers and stuff on air bases, as it seems. Yeah, simple as that. Logistics missions, you can get loot, like from ammo trucks or weapons crates. There is a mission, for example, to get a crate from a heli crash site, or you can just steal an ammo truck. Then we have rescue missions for some human resources, mostly, and a bit of money. We can rescue survivors or prisoners and bring them back to HQ, so we get human resources and money. Conquest missions is about conquering outposts. I'm not even sure if resources as well. And factories. Do we have a factory up here? Oh, there would be a factory. And yeah, maybe air bases and stuff. And roadblocks. There are random roadblocks between the or around the outposts. And it can be a task to take them out. And supply missions is to bring supplies to villages, to get the influence from villages, to take them over and get more human resources. If I click on Oreo Castro, we see the population, the CSAT support and the iron support. And if it's more than 50% from one side, you get the influence and you get the human resources from there. The radio towers, they bring a bit of influence each round, which is about 15 minutes, I guess. You already saw that I received some money, and that can be raised, this money, with taking over stuff, like mostly resources and factories bring money. Outposts bring a bit of money and human resources. Villages, human resources, as I said. And I think the air bases and military bases bring human resources and maybe a bit of money. So yeah, that's why the start is crucial. I thought I will give you 6 options where we could start with the HQ. So if no one votes for a start, I will just throw a dice to make sure it's randomized. So maybe if there is no one around at start, or in this video there are no comments about the decisions, we will just roll the dice for it and make it random, the whole stuff. So I think we're gonna visit some places that could be a nice starting point. Let me go to Cam. This one over here I'm about to visit. That was the first spot that I ever started an antistasi run. It was over here. You see, there is not much around, but we have buildings to hide Pedros, which is pretty important because if he dies, we lose the money. So let me go back to the headquarters and let's draw a 1 over here. That's point number 1. I hope we can see it later. Then my second run, which I never finished because of a new update, was down here. I will visit it any second. That's number 2. That's over here. This house, the Grove Street, next to the village or the town of Kavala, back there. But yeah, we will check the options later. Then number 3, I thought I could place it near Saros on the hill Riga. Nice overview, but we only have this, yeah, shelter to hide Pedros. The enemy will roam around with helicopters from time to time, and if they spot him, they can shoot him. But yeah, we could start over here. I think there's even an outpost just next to it, yes. So let me mark this on the map. That was down here. Number 3. Then we could also start on the peninsula down here. It's a bit close. Maybe we look for another one. I never really visited the eastern part of the island, so I will probably just give one option near the NATO. If you guys feel like attacking the NATO in the beginning would be a nice idea. Let me search for a nice house. Maybe that church over here. Let's mark it and let's visit it. It's far east. Okay. We have a small chapel. With some homies on the wall. A car wreck. But yeah, we can hide Pedros over here. That's NATO territory. So as I said, I want to avoid that part. I really never was there, maybe in the campaign, but I cannot remember. So let's check out the part over here. Not much around, some outposts. No resources. This will be a hard start, would be a hard start for me, since I like to go for resources in the beginning to speed up the process a little bit and get more money. I'm looking for dead ends, so if there are convoys or patrols between the outposts, they don't drive through and shoot Petros. We don't want that. I was thinking about Thomas Bay, but it's so far away from everything. That's a bit close to this outpost over here in Nietzsche. But let me visit that spot. I mean, there are some sunscreens. I don't know how to name it right now. But yeah, Pedros could chill over here. The outpost is behind the rig. There's the tower. So yeah, we would be safe for the beginning. So let's mark this as 5. That was over here. Maybe one in the inlands here. Let me check for a, or let me have a look for a nice dead end with a building. Nope. There is a building, but it's pretty far away from everything. But it would be pretty much in the middle of the island, so let's check. Let's mark it with 6 and visit it. Play the cam. Okay. I'm not sure if it's this. It's probably, yeah, it's over here. Next to Orino. A nice house. And car wreck. Somehow I changed the screen. It always takes a while until you get back into Arma. Yeah. We can salvage this loot here. Oh, but we can hide Pedros. So yeah, that makes starting point number 6. So if you want to vote, we could do it like that. it's the first decision to make, so you could write a 1 and or decision 1 equals 3. That would be a nice idea. Decision 1 equals whatever number you pick. And a little intel about each spot. You see we have some resources around point number 1. A radio tower, a bit harder to take over, but very useful. And we can spawn an ammo truck right here with the mission, for example. In earlier versions there was a convoy driving through the town or village of Oreocastro from the castle here. Passed through and wanted to go to the dumping spot here. It's a pretty nice spot for an ambush, so that I would say that's an easy start. Start number 2 is probably the most FPS dropping spot because it's close to Kavala. You see, it's a huge town with the seaport, a factory, outpost, resources, military administration for some missions, and an outpost, another castle. Yeah, I started my second run here. It was fun, and I think it's an easy start for now. Number 3 on the hill without the building for Pedros, just this small shed. We have no... Oh yeah, we have a resources point, a factory down here, a radio tower, an outpost. We're even pretty close to this airbase here. And yeah, quite a town here. So not a bad start. The house is a bit dangerous because there are some outposts that can be visited by helicopters. So I would say it's not very easy, but still okay. Then number 4, it was the NATO start. Yeah, we're pretty deep in NATO territory, so we would probably go for the NATO first, and if we take over all their outposts, we defeat them and they're gone forever. They will get stronger the higher the war level is, or more aggro, and try to take over the island. So we could stop them in the beginning. Would be pretty easy to have just one enemy in the middle run. Problem could be if the CSAT takes over, for example, the military base and this outpost here. We would have to fight both and struggle to unlock weapons because we need 25 pieces of each equipment, weapons and gear to unlock it. And if we unlocked it, we can take it infinite. We don't lose any weapons anymore, and we can equip our soldiers with that. So it's pretty crucial to have some nice assault rifles for them and maybe good body armor. So yeah, if we fight both in the beginning, we could struggle to get weapons. And yeah, but it could be fun to see them fighting over here. But in the end, if we decide for another starting point, they will fight anyways, because I never saw that the CSAT or the occupants, the blue ones, defeated the invaders themselves. So yeah, that would be start number 4. Yeah, still easy. I mean, there are no really hard starts except you place yourself next to an air base on an open field like the salt desert here, I guess. But yeah, it could be tricky, as I said, with the 2 factions. Number 5. No resource points around, so we will struggle to make money with the regular clicks each 10 or 15 minutes. And yeah, taking over outposts with the basic gear that we have in the beginning, I will come to that in a second, is not that easy. So we could struggle quite a bit over here. But as far as I saw, Pedros is safe. So nothing bad could happen. I just see now there is no fuel station around, because in the beginning we need to refuel at fuel stations if we have vehicles. That could be a problem in the end, but nothing which would stop us. And then number 6, in the middle of the island, near Orino. Quite some ways to go if we want to stay undercover and stay on the roads, but we have no resources around, outposts, radio towers, but some villages. They would bring us human resources, which we need to garrison the outpost villages and resources points, etc. to garrison those and defend them if they get attacked or just counterattacked after we take them over. Yeah, so this would be the 6 starting points. Let me know which one you prefer to see. I think that one is, yeah, if we say that one is medium, this one as well. Tell me which one you want to see, and we will bring Petros over there and start the run in the next stream, or in the first stream of the community run. And yeah, I was speaking of being undercover. As you see, I can put the undercover status on, so no enemy will spot me as far as I'm on foot, have no military gear on me, no weapon visible. And if I'm in a car, I need to be in a civilian car and not too far away from the road. So for example, if we start at this point, I take a civilian car and drive straight to Galati. There's a possibility that I lose my undercover status somewhere in the Pampa. And if enemy spots me, they shoot. If there's a roadblock somewhere and I drive too close with a car or get too close by foot, they will recognize me and open fire. So yeah, so you can be undercover. There is a trick. You can grab a weapon. We have the MP5 and the Steyr AUG. Both are machine pistols. Now that's considered as an assault rifle. Yeah, we can take them, put them in the... Yeah, let's see if the kit bag iron is civilian backpack. We could put it in here and turn on undercover, which means I can stay undercover, get close to an outpost, and as long as I have the weapon in my backpack, they won't start shooting. So I could get into a nice position, take the MP5 out and start shooting. They will open fire, of course. Or that would be the second decision. That's option one. We make an undercover loadout. Or we say I cannot carry a weapon with me in the backpack or by hand when I want to go undercover. So I would have like a loadout without the weapon, and maybe even without grenades and stuff. I can put grenades in my backpack. As you see, they're unlocked. There's infinite. So that would be decision or option 2 for decision 2. If we should be able to go undercover, which makes it a lot easier, or we go with drawn weapons to them and start a fight on sight. That would be the hard version. I never played like that, but it could be fun, since I need to act a bit more careful than without, or not without weapons, with the weapons in my backpack. Yeah, so that would be the second decision you could make. Means 2 equal 1 in the comments for the undercover agent with weapons, or 2 equals 2 or the Rambo style. And yeah, I think that should be it for the first decisions. So when I stream in a couple of days, I will announce it as soon as I can, so you have the chance to visit the stream and make your live decision when we start it. I will have starting points by your votes, or I will throw with dice. And if no one's around in the streams, I will let the dice decide. So for example, if we start here, I would say the resources point is option 1, tower option, the radio tower option 2, this resource point option 3, maybe the village option 4, missions at the headquarters option 5, and then we can roll the dice again for the different missions. Let me make number 6. Maybe attack the castle up here. For example, this is just an example. So if we roll number 5, I can go to Pedros, and I bought myself those cool D&D dice, so I will manage it to make a nice throw for 7 missions. We could say, like, for example, there are 2 numbers for the supply missions, so we're on 8. 2 numbers for the rescue missions, so we're on 9. And yeah, whatever. So we always find a decision if no one is around in the chat to vote. But mostly there's a guy hanging around or 2, and I hope you liked the idea to be part of this run with your decisions. We can make it harder or easier with our decisions, and yes, usual we can chat together and talk about the rules and stuff in the streams. I hope you like the idea. And again, there are two decisions to make at the moment. If we go in undercover or not, that's decision 2. Option 1 is going undercover with weapons. So decision 2 equals 1 would be that. And just being able to go undercover without any weapons is decision 2 equals 2. And for the first decision, we have 6 options for the headquarters. Decision 1 equals 1 is this spot, equals 2 this spot, equals 3 over here, 4 in the NATO territory, 5 at the beach, and 6 in the mountains somewhere over here. So yeah, that would be a nice start for next one, I hope, for the next stream, I hope. And yeah, I hope to see you in the community run on Altis in Antistasi Ultimate. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, if you made it this far. Voice crack. Take care.